Hey Meow.
Hi Meow.
And welcome back to our channel.
I'm Electro.
I'm Chip.
And we are
Chip Up.
And in today's video,
we are doing a Borderlands 3 fan art thing.
Yeah. So basically, you guys should know by now that we like cats, a lot, because they're so cute and everything. So your first card
is a cat Siren from Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3.
Yes, as if you haven't noticed, we've actually been playing it a lot lately because we're huge Borderlands fans.
Yes.
One of our friends got us into Borderlands 1 and we were obsessed with the zombie DLC. It was all we played of the whole game.
I mean, we played this other game that was supposed to be this massive game and it was just about zombies, and then our friend recommended us this zombie game and we're just we don't play first person shooter games because
we're never into first person shooters, and then this one, because all the guns are crazy and then Sirens had powers and stuff, we're okay, this is awesome, you sold me.
Yeah, and the main character that I played was a redhead.
Yeah.
So
and then, Borderlands 2 came out and we pre-ordered that and stuff, and then we're obsessed with that one. That one was amazing. And then we're we never actually played the story to number 1, so just recently we finished number 1 finally.
Yeah, we never played the mainstream game of number 1. We just played that one DLC about 100 times.
Yeah.
And just chose different skill trees with the one character. And then we switched characters and I'm I'm good. I'll stick with the Siren.
Yeah, and then finally we've gotten around to playing number 3. We're oh, should we wait for it to come out on Steam? But then we just couldn't wait.
We were literally really pig-headed. We were no, if we can't choose to have it on Steam, we're not buying it. Day it comes out, buys it. I just feel my past self is just slapping me right in the face. We made an agreement and you went back on it. I'm weak, I'm sorry.
See, I feel the main problem is, because we're always on YouTube, as soon as something comes out, if you don't have it the first day as well yourself, everyone spoils it and it's so annoying. So it's I saw one video on YouTube, no, we're gonna have to buy it, we're gonna have to play it, and so basically that's what we did, so nothing got spoiled.
Yeah, exactly. I'll scroll through YouTube and they'll spoil the ending of the Steven Universe movie, or they'll spoil actual movies, cartoons, and all that stuff. And I'm I would have actually enjoyed watching your channel, subscribing to it, but I'm going through all these channels and I'm actually don't recommend this channel because you'll spoil everything else I'm interested in if you're interested in this one game.
I wish it was a 3-month rule or something like that, because especially in Australia we don't get anything till a year later, so it's really annoying considering everyone else gets to watch it, and if we want to watch it we have to wait. It's there's not even any streaming sites that have it for a year as well, so we can't watch it at all, and it's so annoying.
So anyway, back to the picture. I did a cat because cats are awesome and hairless cats are really creepy. And if you play the game, some of the dialogue is quite creepy. So I thought it would match with being a creepy cat.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And we did some lessons because you've never drawn a cat before.
No, so the first cat you taught me how to draw was a fluffy white cat. I just imagined it white because it was on a piece of paper that was white. But I was just it's cute, but it's not really what I'm looking for. I want to put tattoos on it, but they're not really tattoos, so I don't get in trouble for, you're making tattoos on cats very good and that's not on.
So basically you wanted a hairless cat, and then I was well, to be honest, I've never drawn a cat, a proper cat, a serious cat. It's just been cartoon cat things. So I was give me a second, and I had to teach myself how to draw cats real quickly. And and then I'll get back to you. So I did that, and I'm okay, so this is what I kind of learned in an hour. Don't hate me if it's really really bad, but this is the best I could do. And then I just tried to simplify it as best as I could, and then it was I drew one and I'm oh, that looks cute. I don't want cute, I want cool.
I want creepy, scary. Ugh.
I'm sorry, I don't do creepy or scary.
And even with the first of all, when he taught me, I had a week of drawing it. So this is actually a week of me attempting to turn his cute into creepy. I don't know how it went, but
I think it went good. I think the face looks really cool. I love the eyes. He has such an attitude about him. He's just go away.
I wanted a massive head too. I wanted that to be the biggest thing, because when you look at some of these cats, they got these huge heads and these tiny bodies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, chibi but creepy.
Like ours has got like a tiny head and the biggest body. It's just like, it looks funny.
Yeah, our cat's like pendulum bum. That's what we call
like
him.
Pick him up and his bum just like.
So,
Yep.
Anyway, so with the shading, I went to actually do the shading, and you're like, so are you going to shade in all the wrinkles of the cat? I'm like, oh, imagine the Siren tattoos with
all the
wrinkles. You wouldn't see any of them. It would just be like folds on this cat. And then we decided to spend an hour Googling Sphinx fat cats.
Yeah.
Because they're adorable. And I want a fat Sphinx cat.
Yeah, so basically this is... So we simplified it, of course. That was like your artistic decision. Simplified, no wrinkles, and then so the tattoos would work and stuff. And I think it looks really cool. I love his... Like I said, he's got like such an attitude about his face. He's just like, I ain't taking no garbage from no one. Just... and then the colours, the shading, you did a fantastic job as well.
Well, I tried to just do... I don't usually do like lighting shading, which is basically you shade with a light source.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to do that because I'm like, I don't know, it's a card. It doesn't have a bloody sun. So I'm just like, no. But then it's got the tattoos on it, so I'm like, I'll shade with a light source.
So you gave the shades on the opposite side, so then the tattoos wouldn't have really anything interfering with it, so they'd just glow and show themselves off, kind of thing.
Exactly. Except for the face, I kind of did a little bit more shading with the face. It was kind of a disconnect from the body, but to me it was fine because I wanted most of the attention to look like it's scowling at you.
Yeah. And then, of course, she's got really long hair, because he's got like hair for days, even though he's a hairless cat.
Well, I mean, with a hairless cat, I couldn't draw it completely hairless because I said in a previous video, most of my weird creatures are now just going to be weird with long hair.
So that's what he did.
And also, I thought that Lilith from the game would look amazing with really long hair instead of her increasingly short bob.
Yeah, I know. Like, what happened? Like, her hair in the first one was pretty cool, then the second one, it looked really awesome. And now the third one, I'm like, I'm not a fan of it. I wish it was cooler and they did more with it, kind of thing. It just...
Like, I feel like in the first game, it actually looked like someone's actual hair, like, airbrushed, like, really nicely. Mm-hmm. And then the second one, it felt like, why was it sticking up?
It kind of...
Like, on the fringe, it was just sticking up in this weird sort of direction way, but it was, like, really stiff and long in that one place. And I'm like, is it supposed to be like an olden day emo fringe?
I don't know. It just looks like they went anime-ish in the second one, and now in the third one they went really...
It looks clay-like. Like there's still... They built everything out of clay, and then they forgot to make it realistic.
Yeah, what? Sorry. And then the hair, you did your highlights, you did everything, and it just looked really pretty. I liked how it turned out.
Yeah, I put white on the bottom because she's got white on the bottom of her hair.
Yeah, I thought like it went... For some reason in my mind it goes from red, orange to yellow then white for some reason.
It looked more pinky to me in most of the games. Like the white was like blending in with the red, making like a pink tinged hair.
Yeah, well I don't know. I always imagine like more fiery because she's the firehawk and stuff. So then whenever I see her I'm like, oh, that's not how I imagined you.
Oh, and perfectly, she has like yellowy orange eyes in the game. Mm-hmm. So I gave it to the cat version and I'm like, which one came first now? Like, is Lilith actually inspired by a cat in real life?
Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, oh, I did the eyes. Like, seriously, when you show me them, like, damn, that looks so cool. It's like, it just looked, I don't know. I can't think of words. I'm hopeless with words, but it just looked really, really cool. And I love the effect that you did with it. I was like,
well, I barely saw this movie, but to me, it looks like that eye of, it's not later on, is it? No.
Sauron in Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I drew it up, shaded it, I was like, oh, that looks like that Lord of the Rings thing.
Yeah.
No idea what it is, but it looks like it.
Yeah, which is cool. Which is
I
good
know it's from
inspiration.
Lego Batman.
Good movie. I love it. Oh my god. And they can change the outline color, which is really cool because you never do that.
No, because I feel like it's, well, tedious and you don't really need to.
Yeah, I do it and I spent like 2 hours changing my lights. I'm like,
You're like, how does it look now? I'm like, the same, but the outline's different color.
I don't know, I just think it has like, it adds to it sometimes. Sometimes it's better to do the black lines, other times it's good to do color lines because it just makes it look more togetherness.
Yeah, like I like to do black lines because I like my piece to be very dramatic.
And graphic and bold and just like punch you in the face.
Yeah, well, it's the Siren and it's Borderlands 3, so of course, punch you in the face.
Well, no, she's more like run really fast and like, surprise!
Well, there's actually a move in the first game where you turn invisible, you run behind someone, and if you punch them from behind, then they turn into...
surprise! And then you do the background, which is really cool too, because it kind of went with the theme. It worked really well.
Yeah, so with the cards I did all different elements, and with this element it's kinetic energy, which is like natural energy that we just like walk around and stuff like that.
You build up by yourself.
Yeah, so I decided it would be the best for a running card. I called it Velocity because running cards sounds stupid.
And like, you know, in the Flash and that, stole super speed and all that kind
of
stuff.
Well, I didn't want to really say Flash card. I didn't really want to say... I didn't want to say the sprint card because all of those just sounded boring.
Velocity just has a cool ring to it.
Yeah, and it's what our cat superhero name is. So, yeah, and I decided to bring that.
Yeah. That's basically it, guys.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Alright, we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye, Meow.
Bye, Meow.